Test 1, 2. Hello, hello. It's muck out day. So if you haven't been around here before, my name is Aaron. My wife Liz is out doing other projects and errands and things like that. And today we're mucking out the barn, which we use in our goat barn, the deep litter method, which basically means the goats poop, you cover it with hay. The goats poop, you cover it with hay. Keep going and going and going, which turns into a heated blanket. It's great for the winter, but we're now in mid-June, so we have to get out all that stuff to cool the barn down because the barn's getting too hot. During the months of, say, after the babies are born in March and April, still gets cold at night, so we keep the deep litter in. By May, we muck it out, I think. Some of our villagers, followers can comment down below. I can't remember when I mucked it out. Right after babies, gotta give them a month or so. I would say right before April, we muck it out. And then pretty much every 60 days, we muck it out throughout the summer. When it comes into that October time frame, that's the last time we muck it out, and then we let it pile up real good for the winter to create that nice, big, thick, heated blanket. Now, equipment is important when it comes to deep litter method. If you have a little barn, like a shed that you turned into your goat barn, kind of like this one here. This was our original barn. We started with 4 goats in here, and then I think we went up to 6. My wife has all the particulars. We don't even count goats anymore. Hi, goats. They're looking at me. The boys are staring at me. Here they are. Hello, boys. Yeah, you're gonna all start stinking real soon, huh? Yeah, you're gonna get real stinky. Yep, stinky, stinky. So like I was saying, equipment. To muck this out, it's by hand. It's pitchfork, it's a wheelbarrow. If you have a tractor, you can bring the bucket up over here, pitchfork it out, throw it in the bucket, go dump it in the woods. Not fun at all. So in our barn, we made the front door really, really big. And at one point I bought this thing, and I'll show you what I bought. Give me a second. Heavy, very heavy. This guy, called a hay fork. It goes on your tractor bucket right here. Loosen these, put your bucket on, tighten it down. And it basically becomes a huge pitchfork, pitchfork, yeah, for your tractor bucket. It sucks. Not really worth it. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. It worked, it was nice. But what kept happening is as you were picking up the hay with it, you got a nice scoop of hay. And then when you went to dump it in your big hay pile, after about 4 or 5 scoops, it fell off the bucket. So maybe if you're up for it, drill 2 holes in your bucket. So when you tighten that down, those go into the holes and then it won't fall off. And then it's actually a pretty good tool. It works pretty well. Inexpensive, 200, maybe 300 bucks, I don't remember. Clips on, I got it from some guy off eBay. Clips on, very convenient. Definitely better than by hand to put it in your bucket. Now we've upgraded since then to a hydraulic claw grabber, which I'm basically gonna go get, hook it up to the tractor, clean out the barn, meaning all the stanchions where we milk have to all come out of the way, and we drive in and out to grab it. We also created a very large door in our barn. I'll show you that right now. So right here, there's a 10-foot door that goes from there to there, and it's gonna swing open, allowing us to drive the tractor into that side. Over here, to muck out all this hay. This actually isn't that bad. You can see the line way back there. There's a line way, way back there as to how high it does get in the winter because it stays really, really nice and warm. But we gotta take everything out. We gotta take the water trough out, the platform out, the goats out, especially that goat right there. Moo. Hi, Moo. She's not very talkative today. And then we gotta get in here and muck it out. We're gonna attempt to do this side, which we actually have to remove all these doors to do it. Right here, they have to all come out, and then we reach in with the backhoe and we pull the hay out to here, but then it's pitchfork into the bucket and go. This could take a couple hours. I don't know exactly how long it takes, but it's the goal for today, is to get this barn mucked out for real. The whole big part, the little part, get it all clean. I'm gonna pretty much be out here all day. I think I'm alone today on this project. I know my wife's cutting soap, getting all that stuff set up for the website and things like that. So yeah, it's time to get to work. Let's get the claw on, the hydraulic claw. Maybe I'll show you more of that when I get the tractor right here. All right, so there it is. That's the grabber. I think it's called a brush grabber or something. It's not really meant for scooping poopy hay, but it works. It works out very well. It's hydraulic. So the tractor didn't have hydraulics on the front like a skid steer would. Let me turn it off for a minute. So we had to add another hydraulic pump or a hydraulic, whatever they call it, diverter thing. See that guy right back there? That had to get added to add new lines that then come all the way up the tractor to right there, and then come all the way up the fork to the front to here, which allows me to add basically any implement I want, kind of like a skid steer, sort of. I have hydraulics all the way up here, which allows me to have this grabber. It's a John Deere mount. Definitely a lot of money, but it was worth it. Time is the most valuable asset we have, and this thing saves lots of time. Time to clean out the barn and get this thing going. Could lift about 1,200 pounds because it's out so far. The fulcrum, or whatever that physics term is too far out. We do have the backhoe on the back that off-weights it. The back tires are also weighted. It still gets very, very heavy, so you gotta be careful, don't flip the machine. But I would say it can lift about 1,200 pounds of poopy hay all at once. That's not bad at all. Look at that. That's actually not bad at all. That's very little. This shouldn't take much time. We're actually gonna probably bring in a little bit of extra sand before we put the new hay layer down.
Was it the same night you had trouble with your car?
Not a bad start. We're getting somewhere. By the way, if you didn't know, we stream just about everything we do live. Hey, Village, say hi. See, you guys that don't watch live, you should.
What's been broken? This ain't the first time I'll be drinking you off my mind.
I gotta get you out of here before you get crushed by the tractor.
Walking down the street, the rain is pouring down, but my feet are walking to a different sound. I'll leave the bitter taste of love come back, I'm finally free. In the mirror I can see a different me. I'll leave it all.
So we switched over to the regular bucket. So now we're not with that claw anymore. We have the regular scooper bucket. So we can go get some dirt and fill in the holes that have been left in the barn over the years of mucking out. We take a lot of dirt with us. So I'm gonna put a couple loads of dirt in, and I'm actually gonna put a couple loads of sand in, which helps for drainage. So it should be a sand bottom before you start doing the deep litter with the hay. I gotta put my music back on.
Too much time I've been lying, 'cause there's no fixing what's been broken. This ain't the first time I'll be drinking off my mind. Love is gone, and there's no road leading us back home. This ain't the first time, but it's the last time. At the bottom of the barrel, there's no love to be found. This ain't the first time I'll be drinking off my mind.
Oh man, tired even with all the machines. Lots of work. So the sand is in, little layer of sand to help with the drainage. next thing that we'll do is I'll empty all the hay feeders to get rid of all that hay that they don't eat. Put it all on the floor to give their first bed, and then refill their hay feeders and bring them in.
Cause there's no fixing what's been broken.
The first part is done, but I almost broke the barn while doing it. So on a tractor, at least on a big one like this, for those of you that don't know tractors, this thing here is called the ropes, R-O-P-S. It stands for rollover protection system, meaning if that is up in the up position and you have your seatbelt on and the tractor rolls over, it stops the tractor from going all the way over, meaning you should be safe. It's called rollover protection system. This is called a foldable ropes because the garage isn't big enough to put the tractor away, so they fold down. Well, I had it up, hit the barn, cracked the wood, and almost broke the barn. But it's okay, it's gonna survive. I think I broke some of the Christmas lights. So we might have to do a Christmas light upgrade this year because I smashed some of them during that process. It's one of the reasons technically I shouldn't be listening to music when I do this, because I would have heard that a lot earlier and not gone. I would have noticed it hit and not gone all the way through. I'll show you where I broke it. Right there, I cracked it, 2x6, cracked it. It holds that side to that side, but it survived. So this part's done. We're just filling up the water, and then we're gonna put up a temporary wall here so they can come in. I could go eat lunch and then come back out and do this part, because this part hasn't been done since the babies. It doesn't get as messy, they don't spend as much time over there, but it has to get done today. It's time to eat. Then I'll come back afterwards and do this section right here. Here, I'll put you guys in this corner, right here in this corner, and I'll start in here when I come back. For anybody out there that tries to give me crap for using hydraulics and not hand tools, you come and do it. That was for the haters. All right, now it's time to go switch over the bucket to the grabber again and clean out the aisle. And then after that, we spread more hay and we're done. I do feel like I was playing Operation there. Remember that game when you were a kid? Got to fit the backhoe through the door, grab the hay, bring it out without hitting the walls. Kind of like, you know, pulling out the femur without hitting the side. All right, time to switch it over and clean the aisle. Okay, before we clean it out, I should show you how big of a mess I made in here. Can you guys see it? Look at that mess. That's gross. Oh, now it's clean. Look at how clean it is. He snapped and Libby showed up too. Look, she's right there. All right, so we're all done. Deep litter method is done. Keep it deep, keep them warm in the winter, in the summer, muck it out. We're not done though. We still have to go get hay because we're out of hay in the barn. But that's the end. Click the button, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.
Follow.
Yeah, what he said. What'd you say?
I said subscribe and follow.
Yeah, follows Facebook, subscribe is YouTube. So subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified, all that fun stuff. All right, hay time.
Dad, I'm gonna see if I can carry one.
No, you're not gonna be able to carry the big bale. You're gonna try? Okay, go ahead. Oh, careful, careful, don't fall over.
That's the end.
Okay, that was so.
I carried it a little
Oh,
bit.
you did.